Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest.
Merry Christmas Eve. Look at that beautiful rainbow. We had a ton of rain throughout yesterday. Well, it was supposed to start at 2. It's more like 5, but it rained from 5 until just a few hours ago. It's still kind of hit and miss here. Really hard this morning. I woke up, I thought it was more like 7. I guess it was 6:30 to extremely hard, heavy pounding rain. A lot of wind blowing it into the windows, so it made a ton of noise. Not putting too big of a dent in the drought if you listen to everything you read on the news, but my God, it was 1.3 inches of rain over the last 24 hours just in Poway. So that's got to do something. Anyways, Christmas Eve, we're working. Today, they tried to start the Silverstone car. They went up earlier, and it just cranks and cranks and cranks. Turns out the crank sensor wasn't plugged in. So did that, still cranks and cranks and cranks, because the crank sensor was compromised during transmission reinstallation and damaged. So I've got a new one on the way. It should be arriving any minute. We'll pop that in there, get it running, check all the fluid levels, look for leaks, kind of the usual stuff there. We've got some blue sky up there, which is nice, though I don't think it's going to last. The auto wipers on this one don't work. I'm guessing a bad RLS. Actually, this is an 01, so this would be an RS. I could ask him about that, maybe hot swap it for him. In other news, the DME CAS and key have returned for the black 545. So hopefully we're able to install those components today. We will be able to install those components today and give it a test and see what happens. If it goes back to misfiring on 2 when warm, or maybe it runs well now. There was some corrosion in a couple of the connections on the DME, and it's come back really clean now, so I'll let you know. So we installed the DME, the CAS, turned the key, same codes return. That is an internal engine issue to this car. Whoever built this engine a couple of years ago didn't do it right. So I've pretty much exhausted everything I comfortably know how to do on this. We've done everything, plugs and coils, and replaced them and swapped them around. We changed the throttle body out today, back to the factory one, no difference. Didn't expect that to make a difference. Placed the integrated supply module, checked every fuse and relay in the car, did the Valvetronic module, rebuilt the DME, changed the fuel injectors around, recalibrated everything, cleared all codes. It misses on cylinder 2 after about 45 to 90 seconds of running. Probably the secondary levers / intermediate shafts inside of the head near the camshafts. I'm guessing that those just were not replaced or refinished properly during the build. Told the customer, I don't know if he's going to want us to put stuff back together, like the center console. When he dropped the car off, the center console wasn't even in there. So we can put it back in if he wants. That doesn't go there. But he wants to have a call Monday after the holidays and kind of see what's next. I don't know if the guys that built the engine are even still around. It wouldn't surprise me if they're not. We would need to obtain a lot of special tools. Just new TIS shows like 6 or 8 special tools that are required to replace the secondary levers. So we'll see. Marvin's car ready for pickup. Mine ran into some free time today. That's very rare. So it's just been sitting around, only driven twice in the last month or two. So it had gotten really dusty. So I just did a nice wipe down on everything. It's all shiny again, cleaned up the wheels. Haven't applied any tire dressing to the new tires yet. I will get to that. Calipers are due in about another week or 10 days. We'll get that done and then bleed it all out, and then it's going to be roadworthy again. In the meantime, red is going to be in the garage. It's not raining tonight, so I'm going to take the blue car home. Do need to rob the blue bus out of here so I have something to listen to. Otherwise, we've got plans downtown tonight. We're going to a place I've wanted to go for years, actually. It's called Greystone. It's a steakhouse on 4th or 5th Avenue in the Gas Lamp. So I'm going to be eating very well this weekend. That's going to be my Christmas present, that and all the work on the M5. Really, it's gotten a little out of hand recently, like in December, just doing everything. It's all added up to way more than I had budgeted. That's how it goes when you work on cars. I should know that by now. So I'm going to hit the road, and I'll try to film some tonight.
It's beet juice, it's pickled. I don't know what it's pink. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank you.